Welcome back to Chicago Cars Direct. This is a 2004 Porsche 911 Turbo Cabriolet. Under the hood in the rear of the 911 Turbo, you're going to find a 3.6 liter flat 6 engine. Now this is a twin turbocharged model. This is routed to the optional Tiptronic automatic transmission, which is in turn routed to all four wheels. You're talking about one of the fastest cars on the road. The all-wheel drive configuration really makes the power very, very easy to use. You can put it down at any point in the rev range. There's a lot of torque from the turbocharging, as well as it just being the regular flat 6 Porsche motor. But let's take a walk around this baby and see what it's all about. Let's take a quick walk around just to show you the overall condition of the car. It really is excellent. There's a couple really minor things just to call out. These chin spoilers on here, these are pretty commonly chewed and they're easily replaceable, but it's got some contact spots along the bottom. It doesn't really stand out. If you walk up on the car you can see it, but very common. It's actually the reason that piece is there is to protect the front end, which is why they make it easily replaceable. But look across the front, you can see the beautiful glare. The paint looks brand new, obviously very well cared for there. You might not even be able to see it. There's really no stone chips across the front. There's just a small touch-up spot here that the paint was blended beautifully. This is Atlas Gray by chance, just to be clear. But we'll come around to the side here. You've got Michelin Pilot Sport tires on here with the optional GT3 wheel with the painted Porsche center crest. These are what size do we have here? 225/40 ZR18 on the front. Obviously a very high performance tire. This car is capable of almost 190 miles an hour, so you'd imagine you'd need that. On the rear here you will find a 295/30 ZR18 Michelin Pilot Sports. Great tire for a super high performance car. And really no stretch of the truth, this is one of the highest performance cars you can purchase. You can see across the rear here, everything's in gorgeous condition. The proper turbo badging, the adjustable height rear wing, which we'll show you. You have looks like a small little crease in here, almost as if it's just a tiny little, I wouldn't even say it was a little parking bump, and it probably just took this little chip out of here, but between that and the small touch-up up front, that's really the only cosmetics that really need to be called. The convertible top is in almost brand new condition. And if you look at the paint, I mean, look at the reflection in the paint. The car's colors are gorgeous. It's such a stunning combo. One of my all-time favorites. If you've watched them before, I love the 911. Take a look under the bonnet here, which is more commonly known here in the States as the trunk. You have the Porsche factory floor mats with the black Porsche lettering, both in excellent condition. And you have a front license plate frame, should you need it. If your state requires it, you've got that to go with the car. Owner's manuals, full set, everything is there. You have the introductory kit to your new 911. And if you look under the floorboard here, you can see obviously all this room, but below there, factory spare with the inflator, as well as all the proper tools, and you can see the amplifier for the radio. Operating the convertible top on the 911 is a very simple operation. Just hit the power switch in the open position. Got an automatic latch right at the front that will uncouple itself from the frame, and you can see the roof drops right down. The design is neat because you've got this clamshell that will actually cover it up, so it actually looks like a hard boot, and the convertible top is designed to fold flush right in there. And that's essentially the whole process. Take a look across. This is a cinnamon brown special order leather color. The interior is excellent. The only wear to really show is there's a little bit of just wrinkling on the side of the bolsters here. That's really typical on these cars because they're very aggressive. They hold you in place during performance maneuvering, and let's be honest, this is a Porsche 911 Turbo, so as it should. You can see the door panels, obviously matching right up. You got a side airbag there. Bose sound system, which is great. Proper turbo badging right on the sill. 2-position memory here with the power releases for the trunk, but as I've stated before, and I'll state it again, 911s offer one of the best driving positions in a sports car. It's upright, it's comfortable, these seats are great, everything communicates well, but they're built with such quality that sometimes when you're in a sports car, you feel everything in the road. This is one of those cars, if you used it every day as a normal commuter, it wouldn't feel too much different, aside from maybe riding a little bit harder than your traditional sports coupe. But got xenon headlamps in the front here. Also cruise control, the Tiptronic override for the wheel here. Nice clean layout of the gauges here. The ergonomic standards that Porsche holds their cars to are probably beyond any other manufacturer. This is what's called PCM, Porsche Communications Management. It does have navigation, but you do have a CD player in here for the Bose sound system, which is phenomenal. But you can see right where we're at on the screen there. PSM here, that's Porsche Stability Management. That'll turn it off every time you turn the car on. It will be on. That's your stability and traction control. This is your manual override for the rear wing. Over here you'll find your master lock switch as well as the power convertible top switch. To shift the Tiptronic into drive, just to show you down here, you've got the automatic climate control as well as the heated seats for both front passengers. Now the Tiptronic, really simple to use. You can pop it and drive it like an every other day car. Pop it over into manual and you can use these Tiptronic buttons here to shift through the rev range. You can see right on the gauge cluster here. You can go right between 1 and 2 to start off, but take it right up to 5. But it's still really fast in the regular drive mode. Take a look at these seats here. You've got the optional lumbar for both seats, but they're both power seats, as you'd imagine in a car of this stature. Back here you do have a pair of seats. Obviously not the roomiest, but very, very good condition, as well as what's considered the parcel shelf for the rear. Gives you a little bit extra storage when you don't have those rear passengers. Looking at the overall layout and quality, got a full leather dashboard in this car. That is that's part of the turbo, but this was a special order option. But I just wanted you to see the layout. You know, I sit straight up in this car. The steering wheel's very good. Everything's laid out where it should be. The car's dimensions itself are very small, but it's very comfortable. You can be a man of large stature and sit pretty comfy here. I'm 6 feet and I've got a lot of room to go. But navigation screen, obviously. Automatic climate control and the Tiptronic. It's a really cool car. Alright, this is full force, 100% turbo boost up and launch. That sound is incredible. Holy cow. And the brakes come down perfect, the alignment's dead on. I mean, Porsche is all about engineering, and that is an incredible feel when those turbos come on. Incredible. That is just thrust. It's like jet thrust. And in a car that's so easy to drive, it's incredible how fast the car is. Absolutely incredible. You know, driving along here the 911, I just had a thought about this car that I guess kind of painted a picture for me. But I think I always kind of knocked people that bought the 911 in the tip, saying it was either, you know, you're diluting a true sporting car, which, I mean, a 911 turbo is by all means, but like the Carrera S, that's a car I like in a stick. The GT3, that's a car I like in a stick, because you have to rev that engine to make power. The thing about this car is that there's power all across the rev range, so it's almost, I don't want to use the word satisfying because that's not necessarily it, but it's almost a little bit more enjoyable when you're just driving. On the racetrack, I'm sure it's not the ideal setup. You still do have Tiptronic, but when you're just driving, it's a pretty remarkable setup. Lots and lots of power. Well, that about made my day. I think anytime you get a chance to get in a car like a 911 turbo, I mean, it really is extraordinary. This color combination is stunning. I hate to say, but I don't think this video is going to do the color combination justice. Just to see it in person. I got some good information here in my hand. I have the original vehicle option sheet from Porsche. The original MSRP on this car was $134,535. I've also got a copy of the AutoCheck vehicle history report. It does show a one-owner vehicle. It was a car from the southern states. It did not spend its life up here in Chicago in this wonderful cold winter that we just finished up. Really not much more beyond that to report. Thanks for taking the time to check out this Turbo Cab. This is really a beautiful car. If you want to see some more information on it, check out our website, chicagocarsdirect.com, where you'll find 60 pictures of this car. You can also see the rest of our highlight reels. You'll find that on YouTube. It's youtube.com/chicagocarsdirect. Until then, I'm going to go put this in a safe spot, and we'll see you next time.